it's Ty Crandall with Credit Suite, and today we are talking about how lenders secretly share all of your information with other lenders through a secret organization known as the Small Business Financial Exchange, or the SBFE. I know, it sounds crazy. It sounds like something that movies are made out of. A secret organization that shares all of your information that you don't know about. I know, but this is not some national treasure movie. This is literally how the entire process works. And today I'm going to decode what I've never done before. I've never actually done a training on the SBFE, and I'm going to show you how this works, because this is shocking. Even spending my life in financial services, it took me a long time to even know that this secret organization existed, and to know what they do is scary, especially since it results in so many people getting declined for financing, and they don't even know why. So today we're going to decode the whole thing, and I'm going to show you how it works. So today we're going to talk about what the SBFE is all about. So let's start with the basics. SBFE, the Small Business Financial Exchange. Let me explain who they are and what they do to give you an overview, and we'll dive in. So the SBFE is an organization that is a nonprofit organization that is owned by its members. And its members are all lenders. Anybody that lends you money is part of the secret organization known as the SBFE. Now, it's a secret organization for you and I because you probably never heard of them unless you've heard about them from me before. Okay, it's not publicly accessible information. But the reality is, if you're in the lending space, you know this organization very well. Why are they secret? I'm going to show you as we get ready to dive in here. Okay, so first of all, they are a not-for-profit business that collects their member information and to make credit decisions, okay, basically about lending. So what they're doing is they're basically using information from their members, they're congregating it, and then they're using that information to make all kinds of credit decisions and lending decisions about you. So this information basically aids in credit decisions, okay, and they have 18 years of information. It's crazy that most of us don't know about them as long as they've been around. So here's how it works. The SBFE basically collects information from its members. Then what it does is it openly shares that information with all members that are part of SBFE. Then this information is used to make all kinds of lending and credit decisions about you. The information's congregated over 18 years it's been, and then it's shared openly between the members and used to make all kinds of decisions about you. Now, what's scary about this is that this is a third-party data aggregator. That's what they call it. So, third party means that they're a unique party, right? They're not the bank you gave the information to. They're another party instead. And a data aggregator means they gather all the information, they aggregate all the information they can get to give to the people that actually need it, that are part of the SBFE, that are other members. Okay, so let's dive in. I'll give you a little bit more of a breakdown. So what these guys do is a lot of things. First of all, this helps you get money if you do it the right way. But it also can hurt you and hurt your ability to get money if you don't know how it works. So we've talked about members. They collect member information to make credit decisions. So who are the members? Well, the members are anybody that lends money to small businesses, banks, credit unions, alternative fintech lenders. 12 out of 15 of the top commercial lenders in this country use information from the SBFE. So in order to be a member of the SBFE, you have to lend money. You have to be a bank. You have to be a credit union. You have to be a fintech lender. So SBFE is actually owned by its members. So it means the banks themselves, the members, the credit unions, the banks, the fintech lenders, which fintech means online lenders, okay? They own the SBFE. They own it. Now what happens is they have what's called a give-to-get strategy. So here's how it works. So basically, you have to give them information in order to get information. And I had that listed somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. Okay, so let me go back and get off my chalkboard and give it to you. So they have a give-to-get strategy. Here's how it works. Bank of America and Wells Fargo. They're both members of SBFE. In order to be members, they have to agree to give all of their information to SBFE in exchange for getting all of the information that SBFE has on those customers. So let's say, for example, you go in to apply for a loan with Bank of America and you get approved. Now, all the information on your application, all the information of how you paid that loan, all the information about the loan terms gets put to SBFE. It gets submitted. Now, every member of SBFE can see that. So now let's say you go to Wells Fargo to apply for a loan. What you don't know is that they have all of Bank of America's information. When you applied for them, how you performed on your loans, Wells Fargo has it all because they're both members of SBFE, and SBFE openly shares information. So let me explain a lot of different ways this can create problems for you. Let's say you go to Bank of America and you say that your revenue is $300,000. That sounds like a good approximate. Then let's say that you come in and figure out, oh man, you know what? My revenue is actually $310,000. Then you go to apply for Wells Fargo and you submit and say your revenue is $310,000. Now, Wells Fargo looks at the information you put on Bank of America's application. You didn't know they could do that, did you? They can. They do it through the SBFE. It's how the whole system works. So now Wells Fargo sees what you put on your Bank of America application, something you didn't even know they could do, and then they deny your loan because they think it's fraud because you told Bank of America you did $300,000 in revenue. You had $310,000 on your application for Wells Fargo. I can give you thousands of uses of this data, but do you understand the problems that can occur with SBFE? So that's how SBFE works, is that members openly exchange information, the banks and credit unions, to each other. Now, how can you see this? Well, you can only see some of the information from their vendors. Their vendors are partners with the SBFE. You might recognize some of these partners. Equifax, Dun & Bradstreet, LexisNexis, and Experian. They are the only vendors of SBFE. So what happens is the members are all banks, credit unions, lenders that lend you money. They own the SBFE. They all give all of their information to the SBFE, and then some of that information you see on credit reports that comes from that gets supplied to the vendors from SBFE, which are Equifax, D&B, LexisNexis, and Experian. So some things to know here. First of all, some of the information that you see on your business credit reports and you don't know where it comes from the SBFE. Okay, it comes from other lenders, from credit unions, from alternative lenders that give that information to the SBFE. Okay, then some of that comes on your credit reports. So some of that you may actually see on your credit reports. Some of the rest of the information you'll never see, you'll never even know about because it's only being exchanged between members and none of it shows up with these actual vendors. Okay, so that's how this actually works. So does SBFE have your information? That's a good question. Do they know about you now? Well, do you do business with an SBFE member? Then yes, they have your information. And here's what's crazy. 10 out of 10 major business credit card issuers send information to them, their SBFE members. This means every major credit card company is a member of SBFE, and any of that information is openly shared between all of them. Your name of your business, your DUNS number, your EIN, your address, your industry code. Whoa, industry code. Here's where the problem occurs. So we talk a lot about industry codes here. So let's say you apply with Bank of America and you don't know what your industry is, and you put something like retail. Well, as I've showed you before, retail could be 15 different sub-industries. So if you put retail and Bank of America says, we're going to assign you this NAICS code, then you go to Wells Fargo and you select an industry there of the same thing, retail, and they say, well, we're going to give you this NAICS codes, two different ones that are within the retail category of your industry. Now, that is what shows up with your vendors on your business credit reports. Now you're screwed. Now you pull your business credit reports and you see multiple NAICS codes and you don't know how it happened and you don't know where they got the information. Well, they got the information from a lender member of SBFE that openly shared with the vendors who are the business credit reporting agencies, and then it shows up on your credit report. That's what happened. And here's the crazy thing. You didn't do any of it. The Bank of America chose your NAICS code because you weren't specific enough. Wells Fargo chose your NAICS code because you weren't specific enough. They then supplied it to SBFE. Now it's showing on your business credit reports, and you're trying to fix it. And the reporting agencies say, hey, there's nothing we can do. We verified it with our source, and you don't even know who the source is. That's how the whole circle works. But it's not just about your industry. Again, it's about everything. The same thing. If your business name has a different address with Wells Fargo than it does with Bank of America, then all of a sudden that information is exchanged, and that creates separate credit reports with you with the reporting agencies. Look, you might not know this, but so many of the problems you have come from this problem. You don't even recognize it's going on. So you go to all these lenders and apply for credit cards and apply for loans and you apply for all this stuff. What you don't know is these lenders and credit issuers own a third-party data aggregator, the SBFE, and they're all openly sharing that information with each other. Then what happens is when you go to get another credit card, another loan, then what happens is one source accesses all of that information that you don't even know they're getting. And then all kinds of crazy things happen. You get denied because the information's incongruent. You get denied because they think the application's fraud because what you put with Bank of America isn't the same as Wells Fargo. You have multiple NAICS codes appearing on your credit report, and you don't know why because they all assigned you an NAICS code. They all report it to the vendors that are actually the ones taking this SBFE data, and now you have all kinds of NAICS information on there, or all different kind of NAICS codes on your credit report. Now you have all kinds of inaccurate information on your credit report. You don't even know where it comes from. Well, it's coming from all these lenders that own this secret third-party data aggregator, the SBFE, that are openly sharing it with each other. That's the problem. So your payment information, your default information, all of that is openly shared through the SBFE. And again, almost all major lenders use the SBFE. Well, all major lenders do. Of the top commercial lenders, almost all of them, and all major credit card credit card issuers do too. So what do you do here? Well, you got to make sure that you're paying your bills on time and accessing your business credit reports. Some of the SBFE data will end up here, but not a lot of it, okay? You also need to make sure that you get credit monitoring so you're keeping an eye on what's on your business credit report as well. Okay, the other thing you have to do is you need to be congruent with your information. I can't say this enough. What you give one bank on a credit card application or a lending application is what you need to use with another bank. Look, whether you know this or not, you are the root of so many of your own problems, and you don't know this because you don't know that SBFE and organizations like this exist that are sharing all of your data amongst each other. So what's happening is that you are creating incongruencies without knowing it because what you put on an application is going everywhere. You're applying for a Chase credit card. You don't know that Wells Fargo's getting that information. You don't know that Bank of America is getting that information. You don't know that Regions Bank is getting that information. And then months, days, years later, you go to apply with another bank and all of a sudden you get denied and you have no idea why. It's nothing on your application. It's information they pulled from this third-party data aggregator that they got from other lenders. And you're like oblivious to the fact that the information they're using to deny you came from an application a year ago with another lender. So the biggest thing you could do with SBFE is make sure your information's congruent. Your name, your address, your phone number, all of that needs to be congruent. What you put in one place needs to be put somewhere else. If you change your address, change your phone number, you need to change it online. You need to use a service like Yext that will take the changes and apply them everywhere. You got to make sure that information is congruent. If you put that your revenue's 300 grand, make sure it's freaking 300 grand, not 305. Make sure your answers are always the same or consistent. Now, of course, a year from now, we expect your revenue to change. But if you apply for multiple lines of credit, multiple loans, multiple bank applications like this quickly, right after another, that creates all kinds of problems. And you don't even know that if you apply with Wells Fargo, apply with Bank of America, apply with Chase, what you don't know is that they all know that you're applying with all of them because they openly share information. That's how the whole system works. So now you know what SBFE is. You know how SBFE works. You know that they congregate all your data. You know that they openly share your data. You know some of the data is available through your credit reports, including LexisNexis, Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax, the only members or the only vendors of SBFE that have permission to take that information and make it public facing. But you also don't know that a lot of the information is It's kept hush-hush. They don't want you to know because they don't want you to know how the system works to circumvent. They don't want you to know that Wells Fargo knows what you told Bank of America and Bank of America knows what you told Chase. They don't want you to know that. But guess what? Cat's out of the bag. Now you know. So how you do this? Get your credit reports. See what's on there. It's going to show you some of the information that's on your SBFE. You'll never see SBFE information because you're not a member. You're not a lender. If you are a member, if you are a lender, you can access your SBFE information, but only if you're a lender and you become a member of SBFE. And even then, you have to give to get. You have to give them all of your customers' information to get all of the information they have. Know that this third-party data aggregator works. Know that they're all sharing information. Never put different things of information on applications when you're applying back-to-back. And know that what you put in one source, all other sources are going to see. Control your industry code is another piece of advice. Remember, as I've told you before, you choose your NAICS code. Go search Google right now, NAICS code. Figure out which code works best for your business. When you apply for a loan or a credit card, put that code on there. What industry are you in? I am a software publisher. My NAICS code is 5513. Every time anybody asks your industry, I am a software publisher. My NAICS is 5513. You need to put the same information on every app so you don't let them guess which industry code you're in, then assign it, then it creates multiple industry codes. So some of many pieces of advice. Now, this all ties into fundability. So if we can help you along the way, give us a ring at 877-600-2487. We'll do a free fundability search. We'll dive into some of the information that's on your SBFE report that is in the public space, and we'll tell you what's incongruent that will adversely affect your ability to get loans and credit cards. We'll also help you do a free check with the reporting agencies to see if you're established with them now. We'll help you get your Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian business credit reports for free. We'll give you tips and tactics to build your business credit as well, and we'll even tell you all the funding you can qualify for your business as well. So in summary, SBFE, a third-party data aggregator. They aggregate data. They collect information from their members. Their members are all the biggest banks. They are credit unions. They are alternative lenders. They're anybody that lends you money. And 10 out of 10 major credit card issuers like Chase and Bank of America are all members. They openly share your information between the members, and some of it you will see on your business credit report because the vendors that have this information that display it publicly are Equifax, Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and LexisNexis. That's what the SBFE is. That's how the SBFE works. And the biggest things you can do is to make sure your information is congruent. Make sure you know what your NAICS code is. Make sure that if you ever apply for a loan or a credit card with multiple places back to back, make sure that all your information is the same on each application so it doesn't show up for us fraud concerns because of that. And most importantly, know for a fact that what you give one bank, how you pay your bill on that credit card, how you pay your bill with that loan, what you put on that application, your NAICS code, your DUNS number, your EIN, all of that information you give one bank is the same as giving it to every bank because the SBFE has an arrangement where you must give all of your customers' information to get it. So if you give it to one bank, you need to know all of them have it. That's how the SBFE works. So here we go. Like I said, secret organization congregates your data, then uses it, and some of it's displayed on your business credit report, much of it's not, and it's all being used to make lending and credit issuing decisions about you. So don't forget, if we can help you along the way, give us a ring. We can help you build business credit. We can help you get financing. We can also help you do a fundability check to make you more lendable as well. 877-600-2487. In the weeks to come, we're going to be decoding peer-to-peer lending, a whole new way of getting money a lot of people don't know about in the last 2 years. We're going to talking about business credit. Look at this. 3/4 of this is all going to be all kinds of stuff about business credit, even talking about how you can prevent declines, how the scores work, everything you need to know. We're also going to be talking about business entity names and blunders, NAICS codes. This is what's going to be coming up in the next week and a half, so stay tuned. We go live here, Facebook, at 2 o'clock on Tuesday. We also go live Thursday at 11 o'clock Eastern, so I will see you at 11 o'clock Thursday where we're diving into more information on how you can get money for your business. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Have a great day.